Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sylvia D'Silva. Before I start, I want to thank all my subscribers. I just reached 500 plus subscribers and I'm so very grateful to all of you who have stuck around. Anyway, so today's video I'm going to talk about whether you can draw on canvas with a pencil. This is the most common question I get from beginners. They are not confident enough to paint directly on canvas, which is why they want to first draw and then paint. Well, even I did the same thing. I was never confident enough to draw, and sometimes I still draw on canvas before painting. So here's the thing, if you're drawing with a graphite pencil, now a graphite pencil is what you commonly use, you've been using since your first day of school, and that is graphite. You will find them commonly in 2B or HB. They are labeled like that. You can see it written on the pencil. So you can use an HB graphite pencil to draw on canvas before you paint. But here's the thing, if you're painting in acrylic and if you're making really thick layers of paint, then you might be confident enough to draw with that and that won't show through. But I started off with oil paint and I noticed that after I drew something and then I painted over it, even though it didn't show at that time, after a few days I noticed that the lines still showed. You can actually see the lines. Given that I've drawn it myself, I can see those lines showing through even after 3 layers of oil paint onto the canvas. So here's the thing, what you can do is you can start off with something like I used to use charcoal. So even that up to an extent shows through. Even in acrylic paints you do not want to take that risk. So what I recommend is use watercolor pencils. That is the first option. If say your painting is completely with warm tones, so you can get started with something like a brown and draw with a brown watercolor pencil. So what happens is when you're painting in acrylic, the water goes onto it and it will merge with your acrylic paint, since acrylic paint is also water based. So that is one great option. The next option I suggest is you can use a color pencil like polychromos or something like that, but make sure you choose light colors, don't choose very dark colors. Nowadays you also get colored graphite pencils and you could use that as well. So my most common product to use for drawing onto canvas before painting is a white charcoal pencil. You will find this in any local art supply store in your city, and you can also find it on Amazon. I use the one by Derwent and it works out great. I never paint on a black canvas. I never draw on a blank canvas either. So what I do is I start by painting one layer. I put down one layer of paint onto the canvas and then I draw over it with a white charcoal pencil, so that way it still shows. And of course on a blank canvas you cannot use a white charcoal pencil because it won't show, which is why I gave you the options of using watercolor pencils or colored graphite or colored charcoal pencils. So but this is what I normally do. I usually put one layer of paint onto the canvas and then draw over it with a white Derwent charcoal pencil. So you can try out different options. If you have any other ideas, you can let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, do the same, put them in the comments below. Well, about this painting, this is a watercolor painting I made a couple of months ago and I really wanted to share it. So it's just an abstract and you can see I'm just randomly putting paint wherever I want to, and I really enjoyed making this painting. you will see I named this painting Cast Out, which was kind of taken from Adam and Eve being cast out of Eden Garden. Anyway, but this is not literally that. Most people look at this painting of mine and say, okay, it is Adam and Eve being expelled from the Garden of Eden. But that's not true. It is indirectly referencing to the fact that human nature is to always run behind something that you don't have and make yourselves unhappy. Even if you have everything, they always look for the one thing that they don't have and make themselves miserable. So this is what it is. Even Adam and Eve, they had so much, but they wanted the one fruit which they were told you can't have, and they lost everything that they had just for that one fruit. So yeah, that's where the inspiration comes from. But this painting is actually about humans running behind something that they don't have and making themselves miserable instead of appreciating what they already have and being grateful for it. So yes, you can let me know what you think of that in the comments below. I do have a slower real-time version of this on Patreon. Actually, I will be uploading it next month, but I will have the link to my Patreon site right now in the description below, and to my Patreon channel, and you can go ahead and check it out. It's only $4 a month, and you get at least 4 real-time videos of paintings from which you can learn loads. Trust me, there's nothing better than watching someone paint and learn. So that's how I learned painting. I didn't have any professional training, or I didn't take any classes or anything of that sort. I just watched YouTube videos and Patreon videos, and that's how I learned to paint. So yeah, give it a try. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I have one video every week. Even if I fail to upload a video due to some personal reason, I make sure I upload 2 videos the next week. So one more time, thank you to all my subscribers for helping me reach 500 plus, and I hope this channel will grow more with all your love and support. Thank you so much for watching.